Hello, and we're back again with my first time playthrough of Return to Monkey Island, and let's get to it as quickly as possible. Last time we had a brief look and we stopped and smelled many roses around Melee Island, but we stopped off here in one of my favourite streets in the whole of the Monkey Island series. The artwork seems a bit tighter here, and I'm not too gone on how they made changes to the poster. It looks like Stan as a clown, but you know, oh, I've got a Minecraft update. But anyway, Monkey Island still has a good feeling in this particular alley, and there's a rat sitting on a barrel. Anyway, yeah, that old lady last time, she was like saying lots of weird things. When I finished making the last video, the last episode of this series, I got one of these trivia book questions wrong on page 7, and what I wanted to check afterwards was I was going to go back. I reloaded an older save just to see is that same card there, and I figured out a couple of things. One, the card was not there, they're randomly generated within the world, and that you will get more chances to answer that same question of the trivia card. So I will be able to pick that card back up, but it's just totally randomized. They keep spawning until you get them all, as far as I have been told and read online. But again, I have to be very careful what I read online in regards to Return to Monkey Island, because I don't want anything to be spoiled. But yes, so when I went back, I also found out that they are, what's the word? The cards are like in every playthrough, so I already had the Mad Monkey question answered, for example, and that then when I went back to an older save, it was already answered in that book when I picked it up. So yeah, they're consistent throughout the saves. I presume you'd have to completely reset or reinstall the game in order to reset the trivia book. But yeah, so it's okay to get them wrong. Anyway, we can answer a few that I picked up since, because as I said, they're completely randomly generated, and I did find a few more because the I didn't save either the last time, so the autosave feature actually saved over my current save, so I had to get back to that alley again. But anyway, you've missed nothing. We're back at the same place. I've just picked up a couple more trivia cards, and I've learned about the system a bit. So let's try to answer some of these, and it's okay if I get them wrong, because I will get another chance. The voodoo lady's name is Karina. We learnt it. So yes, viewer Rognick has let me know as well that basically some of the cards, the answers may actually be in the game themselves, and I didn't know that her name was Karina until I asked her the question in the last episode. So her name is Karina. So some of them will actually be trivia, current trivia I suppose, of the new Return to Monkey Island game. So page 14. What does Captain Madison owe Flair? Possibly a knife, but I don't think I've learnt that yet. Who or what is Carl? Guybrush's mop, the lookout, Herman's rat trap, or the sword master of Melee Island? It might, like, I haven't gotten a mop yet. I presume I need, because it's on my to-do list, I will get a mop. Maybe Carl will be the name of the mop. What are the silver keys on the Bermuda Queen's crown? Okay, well, we haven't met that character yet. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting concept that they're completely randomly generated. And I did read that you can kind of farm them by moving in and out of different locations. So last time we left off, we were going to visit the locksmith because Otis told us that there was a locksmith across the road from the prison, a new locksmith. Because this building, of course, was not in the original Melee Island town. This game seems to have something to do with keys and locks. Like, that seems to be a thematic thing. So I get the feeling this is a very important shop. And I did turn off the subtitles last time, so I'm going to turn them back on for everybody that needs them. Look, there's a card on the floor. Let's have a look at that. What can you do to Meathook's monster? You can tickle it, right? Cool. Yeah. Scary parrot. Is that Meathook's monster up there?
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
The locksmith is a lady. Or by the sounds of it, a lady. Okay, ask about the locks. No, will I just talk to the character first, get the lay of the land afterwards?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope, and before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Okay, well thanks. I like a person that gets straight to the point. I didn't need to ask any questions. It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Smart.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
Okay. She's a straight shooter. She just gets straight to the point. I quite like it. A locksmith. He's such an interesting job. I wonder, like, what like things the locksmith people know that the average person doesn't. That is like kind of secret information in a sense. It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
You can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
A lot of people do. Do all locks have serial numbers? Or is that just specific to this world and game?
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Okay.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Smart.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
What? Like a monocle?
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Grand.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
Well, I already have the serial number for Otis's lock, so I will give her that shortly.
Who's the old lady in the window across there?
Yes, tell me.
Mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Ah, interesting. So she's like speaking in a puzzle that has yet to be solved. Whitey Bones is a great name for a character.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. She's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm going to call Whitey Bones Log Lady because she just is acting exactly like Log Lady. I wonder, is Ron Gilbert a big fan of Twin Peaks or David Lynch in general? Like, Thimbleweed Park obviously had, you know, very Twin Peaks vibes. I'm a massive fan of Twin Peaks, but yeah, I wonder how big of a fan of Twin Peaks he is. Like the cliffhanger of Monkey Island 2 as well. It's very Twin Peaks. Very similar to the cliffhanger that was in the original second season of Twin Peaks. Anyway, enough about Twin Peaks. If you haven't seen Twin Peaks, watch Twin Peaks. Okay. Twin Peaks, Twin Peaks, Twin Peaks. Let's move on. Okay.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
Skeleton key. That seems enormously useful.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
What does she mean?
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Okay, cool. I kind of like her character.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Southern Florida? That's like the first real world location that's ever been mentioned in Monkey Island, is it? Now there might be references to them in the book library in Monkey Island 2, but just like outright Florida. So Florida exists in the world of Monkey Island. So does that mean does that mean Melee Island is supposed to be a place in the world?
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments. And please don't touch the glass.
What's this lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
What's that lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
Brilliant.
What's this lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
What's that lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
I don't understand. Are these like what?
What's that lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
I think we've got them all.
What's that lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments. And
Like-
please don't touch the glass.
Like those locks have really specific uses. Like you can only use it with a jazz band to lock up their gear. What was she doing? Okay, what about the keys?
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
Locksmith jokes.
What's this key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
What's that key?
That opens a long straight wardrobe for keeping long straight dresses.
A lot of these keys are kind of useful.
That key.
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's that key?
That unlocks your house. And
What?
please don't touch the glass.
What? Guybrush's house?
What's that key?
That unlocks your house.
I'm wondering actually where does Guybrush live now these days?
This key.
That opens a long straight wardrobe for keeping long straight dresses.
I was walking earlier as well and I was thinking more about this father-son framing device and like how it kind of touches on what I believe the secret is in a sense about how it's kind of about seeing the world through the eyes of a child or like in a sense passing on your childlike wonder to a child as an adult in the way that say my dad showed me Monkey Island 2 for the first time. It's kind of like old Guybrush is teaching his son how to play and to continue playing, you know, in a sense. And I thought that was quite a nice thought to have. I wonder is Ron leaning into that? Because I know he said on his blog, I read one time, he made a really, it was actually quite a moving post on his blog about when his dad passed away. And I just wonder how much of that is in this game or even any of the rest of his games, you know. It seemed the way he spoke about his dad, like anybody would talk about their dad if they had a great relationship with them, very positively about how his dad kind of taught him a lot about how to look at the world, you know. And that's what I feel I'm getting from this game. It's a very father-son thematic type thing.
These are nice.
Anyway,
Locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
These are nice.
Thanks.
okay. Crackers.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Please give me some crackers.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious.
I want some crackers.
Mother's favorite.
What else do we have? So the parrot was her mother's favorite, and this is the elegant book as the mother.
My mother's.
Yeah. What happened to her mother, I wonder?
Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch
Oh look,
anything.
there's a... I didn't even see it until now. There's a painting of her family in the background.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Just like me, look at my lovely locks. Yeah, they're not lovely today, that's why I wear a hat. But anyway, right, go on, I'll leave them out this side. Change it up midway through the episode. Cause it gotta look good while I'm playing Monkey Island, huh? Yeah, right, I've lovely locks as well. Okay, thanks, Mr. Guybrush Threepwood.
See everyone in that portrait.
If you have...
Okay, what else do we have? What's that?
It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Yeah, it looked like a fishing lure.
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
It's obviously somebody that means it's belonged. It's like a family heirloom. It must be, right?
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Golden keys. Because Windy Bones, is that what she called a lady across, or Windy Bones across the way? She was talking a lot about golden keys. I wonder, was she referring to the band Golden Keys that this poster references? What's this?
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Ah,
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
big.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
Come on.
Seriously,
Sounds like she really likes clean
How much for the fishing
it's not
places.
for sale.
Okay, right. Well, I have her serial number,
number for the jail cell lock?
so I can give her this, surely. I don't need the hidden book either, right? There's no point in using it, right? Is there?
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure, good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
I'm sure you didn't. Barbrush Thriftweed.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Okay, so it's all about serial numbers by the sounds of it. Okay. Well, like I can... Even though I said it was the third thing I had to do, it seems to be the first thing that I'm doing for Otis. Just get Otis straight out of jail. Oh, look, a trivia card. See there, so they're
You're having a good time.
they're completely randomly generated and they can be farmed. So like that wasn't there the last time it was over at Stan's feet, for example. So they're just completely randomized the trivia cards.
Yikes. Why do I keep looking at it?
It's scary. It's a scary spider.
Eyebrows, you gotta get me out of here.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
I love the way he's, this number 3 priority, but I'm making it the first thing I do.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Yeah.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their names should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted. Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
That's the first thing I did. An empty cell.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
I think that's smart. Very smart. Does Stan have anything else to say to me?
Hello there, son.
No.
See you later.
Yep.
Okay, well, Stan wants his toothbrush, right? Which is down at his shipyard. So we will go there. But first, I'm going to take a trip up to the governor's mansion. And presumably, Carla will be in here. Oh, there's a back road. Ah, cool. Okay, so there's 2 ways now to the island interior. Look at that rendition of the governor's mansion. Wow. It exists. Okay.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Brilliant.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Oh, it's brilliant. When was the last time you had a bath, you washed up hack? Anything but your cooking.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Aww. That's brilliant. I like the way that the trailer for Monkey Island that revealed Carla, where she went, Guybrush Threepwood, it kind of made her out to be an enemy, but obviously they're just having, you know, a fun, friendly little sword fight here. Okay. You should have never given up being a swordmaster. How's the governorship treating you? So they're just gonna have a conversation as a sword fight. I hope you're still not sore about that thing with the ship that one time. Ah, cool. There's a reference to Escape. You've come far since I got your first cushy government job. Love it. Go on.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Well, just in the fact that he's her husband. Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me. I've got my own project cooking. I'm not automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married. Elaine said the program has been hampered by Captain Madison. Go on, I got my own project cooking. It's interesting, like all those lines of dialogue like would lead into a completely different place. Like I wonder does the conversation obviously probably goes in the same direction regardless of what you said, but go on, I'll say this.
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Oh look, there's another trivia card under the rug. And the mansion hasn't changed much.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
That's brilliant that they have their conversation over a sword fight.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I just had a thought there that didn't fully dawn on me until just now. As well, back to the framing device of old Guybrush telling his son a story. It obviously, there you go. That's how the art style actually ties in. A lot of people did speculate that the child storybook thing had something to do with it being a story told to somebody, but it quite literally is a child's adventure story being told to a child. So the art style makes more sense now again than it previously did in my head. Okay, anyway, more trivia cards. Let's have a look at what they are. What animal is featured on Bella Fisher's ship? Bella Fisher. Who's Bella Fisher? That's somebody out of Escape? I can't remember a Bella Fisher. Maybe it's somebody I haven't met yet. Which is a genuine skull name? Maury, Dorothy, Raymond, and Tilda. Not sure. Okay, have a look.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Oh, cool. I like that. It's just the little animation and you just poke the bottle. Ah, look, she's even replaced the artwork as well.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Yeah.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Oh, oh, there's a flying paintbrush in the portrait, so she's attacking. She's attacking the artist.
Edgy.
Edgy. Edgy. Oh, look. A lot of books.
It's thicker than I would have imagined.
Ship-to-ship combat strategies by stupid Captain Madison.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
I borrow all these books. The end of the plank.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Okay. That was the book in the locksmith shop, right? Literally locksmith's shop.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Okay.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Nah.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
The endless tale of the voyage that would not end.
Tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Yeah.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
What more do you need? I'm a pretty face. Just give me the book.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Right, okay. She does not want me to borrow the book. A stuffed animal.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Okay. Got myself a stuffed animal.
It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's soft and
A government in action.
a lot of work being governor.
What else does Carla have to say? He only speaks in sword fight. Old habits die hard.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Aww. Can't have fun. Who's this?
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. I've seen that same Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard.
What else?
Second governor.
What else did they say about Lauder?
Morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Okay.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Aw, we'll never see what's through that door. Okay, interesting. Obviously there's books that I need to borrow.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never...
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm here. I need more than...
I'm not sure what else I could possibly give her. Money I can give her, but she doesn't want the money. Oh, forgiveness frog. Will I give her the forgiveness frog? Yeah.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog. For when words are...
I haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Oh, she rejected the frog.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
And I write it on the frog. To whom it may concern.
To whom it may concern. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
With fear and respect.
Fear and respect. Guybrush.
Well, is this going to be a waste of the forgiveness frog? Can we try the frog again?
Try the frog again?
This frog isn't even addressed to me. I don't know what you think you're doing. I reject your frog.
But so, like, can I give the frog to... So I can just write whatever. Okay, right. Dear Carla.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
I realize that you are tough on toughness. I admire that you are hard on softness. I value that you are dedicated to dedication.
I admire that you are hard on softness. As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth.
That's right, right.
This is my humblest apology.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Okay. So there must be a load of different things you can do with the forgiveness frog. Oh yeah, I could have just used my inventory.
Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Oh. Okay, right. I'll come back to that. I just want to see what else is on this godforsaken island. Well, I need a mop as well, so I'm going to go back to the scum bar first, and I'm going to see if I can ask the cook about his mop. Oh yeah, I can run as well. Let's see if this old lady has any whitey bones.
You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
Okay. Crazy lady. Okay. Yeah, I was in all there, and I was inside here. Is there any more cards even in the room? A little head.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
You can never own enough of these. Was this there last time?
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the
Oh, cool. Okay. I'm glad I came in here. Right.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price.
Open.
As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Okay, right. So there must be some reason to get keys. Oh, can I use the... Can I see what the keys are on the safe? With the monocle.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Let's check them all.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Any of them?
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
That's cool. They've done alternative takes of all these lines in order to kind of change it up.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Okay, Dominic, do 6 takes of the scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Huh. Okay, unfortunate. Can I get a lock for the door down the alley, so? Because he said it's locked.
It seems to be stuck closed.
But I want to go down to Dinky Island.
I don't see anything useful here.
I wonder how many uses that monocle have.
I don't see anything useful here.
What about... I'm gonna have to start checking all the locks and all the doors now. I can't. Okay. Sidetracked. Oh look, another card. Okay. What I'll do is... the trivia cards, I'll look at them at the end of the episode. That can be a little bonus section at the end of these videos. Oh look! Ah, it's Cobb!
Hi, Cobb.
Yeah.
I believe after all these years, you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
That's not how I thought Cobb would have sounded, if I'm being honest. Ah, well look, we have to ask him to tell us about Loom.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
I know.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. More button than man at this point.
He's just tired of talking about Loom. Ah, come on, tell me about Loom.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it, do the thing. Poking the monkey in the cage, like, do the thing. It's like the I didn't do it episode of The Simpsons where Bart becomes the I didn't do it kid. Say the line.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Hey, it's an extraordinary adventure with an magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscape.
How depressing.
Score and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Ah, I got a trophy for it. Fan service. And what's so funny is if you were a kid playing this for the first time, if this is your first Monkey Island game, you're like, what the hell is Loom? I even was asking that question back when I originally played Monkey Island. I was like, what the hell is Loom? That's brilliant. I feel so depressed for Cobb. He's just so tired of saying the thing about Loom. Loom is so not relevant anymore. I've never even played Loom. I will someday, but oh my god. I've heard Loom ends on, like, it was supposed to be a trilogy or more games, and it kind of ends on a cliffhanger as well. So, like, I don't know if I need that kind of depression in my life to not have more Loom to play. Oh, that's brilliant. That's excellent. Oh, I feel so sorry for him though. Okay.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
No, I've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Well, I am pretty gullible. No, I'm not. I might be naive though.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for it. Give him a cuddly bear. Can I just give anybody the forgiveness, Rob? No. Can I stab him with a knife? Kill Cobb.
It makes things look big.
Can I look at the painting with the monocle? transitions are good of the music.
Expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Well, it's been a while, but I could probably still do 10 minutes on a good day.
Well, I was a director of...
I'm an expert in 17. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before.
Just so you know, this is the kind of...
Oh.
Right, what did she say she read? Founding member of the Red Fleet, hold a record for civilian casualties. Right, yes. See you later, guys.
It's like a miniature dance party.
Okay, admire the mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Borrow the mop. I talked. Book. Oh look, another card.
Keep up the good work.
Oh look, yeah, I have the option to ask to buy the mop. Just gotta keep picking up them trivia cards. That's what the game is about. It's trivia cards, nothing else. The secret of Monkey Island is complete the trivia book.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning.
A Star Wars reference for a Star Wars reference.
Of another,
I can't?
you must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
My question is, why was talking about a mop so sinister? The music was like droning like evil horror music. I just want to borrow your mop, man.
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't...
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
Oh, it has to be a rubber tree, right?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Well, I think I actually already have some stuff in my inventory. Maybe that stuffed dog or the ball of string.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
I love the way that they're making such a big deal about a mop.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
I love it. Yeah, it truly is like teaching somebody a lesson, you know? Like a lesson, a moral lesson, or a lesson about life or something. That's the themes that I'm getting so far. Surreptitiously abscond with the mop.
Stay away from my mop. Stay away from my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Right, he was all about the mop. Yeah, I think some of that stuff's going to be like great for the mop. Can I use the string actually on that? No. Okay, what's on the to-do list? Make a mop. Find the mop handle tree. Okay, right. Leave the kitchen to make a bloody mop. Yeah, the transitions of the music are great.
I'm gonna find the sea.
Good.
She's wearing the same type of fishing like snare or whatever they call them that's in the locksmith shop. Is she a relation? Duck into the scumbar. Okay. Well, I should take a look around the rest of Melee Island as best as I can, because why not? Does he have anything else? Complain about the pirate leaders.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
He doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks. Ever think about retiring?
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
He's already living in blissful peace.
Say.
You'll have to excuse me. I think I see something on the horizon.
I was going to point out as well, when the mop was being held up like that, when it did a close-up of the thing, the art style is in the close-ups is very reminiscent of those like horrible close-ups in like, and when I mean horrible I don't mean bad, but like the really grotesque close-ups in like Ren and Stimpy and Cowardly the Dog, those two animated shows from the 90s. It's got that kind of grotesque quality to it. Cool.
Say.
You'll have to excuse.
Right, okay.
Hi there, little guy.
There's also a rat just sitting back enjoying the fire. Love it. Okay, head for the island interior. Wow. Look at this. Melee Island map.
This was where the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old tentpole holes. Wow, I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them.
You can walk anywhere you want on the map. That's really, really cool. What? There is... Yeah, I can barely speak English. The little icon of Guybrush is very strange. I suppose it's trying to be just an arrow, right? I like that there's two ways to get onto the town now, you know? The shipyard.
I remember when this place used to be wall-to-wall with sword training gyms.
Yeah.
Now there's nothing but trees. Progress.
I suppose that's one way of getting rid of the sword training. Forest. So I can still go to the forest. Meat Hook. Where's Meat Hook?
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Worldwide. Why did they get rid of Meat Hook's place? Interesting. So there's only 3 locations really by the looks of it. The town, the shipyard, and the forest. I'll go to the shipyard because I'm going to pick up Stan's toothbrush. There's only 3 places to go.
Wow. It's worse
Tense.
than I imagined.
Oh, it is. It's very depressing. There's just something so cool about seeing places in a future, you know, a kind of a dark future. Like there was a There's an episode of the TV show Rugrats where Chucky sees a future where he doesn't exist, and he sees how it affects everybody around him, and it's kind of like, it's not post-apocalyptic, but it's like the dark future if Chucky never existed. It's a great episode, and I really love when TV shows do those one-shot episodes like that, where it's the you know, if you never existed, life would be so different, you know. This is kind of that. X-Men had it as well, except not quite the same concept, but in the X-Men 90s animated TV show, there was an episode where obviously Wolverine can kind of outlive everybody, but he's still alive in the future, and a lot of the actual original X-Men are dead, and it's kind of this post-apocalyptic, really dark future. I think that's the name of the X-Men like comic series that it's based on, the Dark Future series. And I just really loved that episode. This feels like that. Stan's previously owned vessels.
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
It's just kind of sad, really.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. Oh, I remember the first time Stan tried to release me. If a ship was shot full of holes, Stan would stick oars in them and call it a galley.
Brilliant.
It's sad to see the shipyard like this. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
I like, obviously, you know, he's been, Dominic has been directed to act a certain way, but he's got such a kind of, it's melancholy, but melancholy with at peace. It's sad, but that's the way life goes, isn't it? Kind of sad, but
it says
interesting.
Stan's previously owned vessels.
Yeah. Here through the window.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up. Is that an old...
It is, and I want it. I wonder will we go back to any of the islands from Monkey Island 2 in this?
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
That's sad.
The assets...
The assets.
It's sad to see the shipyard like this. This used to be such a bright, cheery place.
Look at the moon. Well, there's a trivia card. Ponder the mooring bollard.
There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
It's like he's filled with joy at the thought and sadness, but he's okay with it. It's a really specific emotion that Dominic has been directed to do here.
There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
I never knew Guybrush was so fond of Stan and Stan's shipyard. Especially how much I hated him as a kid. Stan, he was so annoying.
It's a dried up old sea sponge.
Squeeze the sponge.
It's bone dry. I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while.
I wonder will I use that sponge for my mop.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
Gaze at the moon.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Okay. Is there any way to get in there?
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
I need the toothbrush. Can I use this?
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
He's never going to use that knife for the whole game now. Can I change the note on the door? Right, okay. There might be more to do there, but I'm just not sure what that necessarily is yet. Here's the forest. Oh, look at the eyes in the background. Read the sign.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
I wonder will this, if you use the same, like, is this a maze? And if you use the same dance routine that you're given the paper in The Secret of Monkey Island, does that lead to something? That'd be a cool Easter egg if they put that in. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
The tiny climbing ship. They were fun. There's actually one in the city I'm from. There's a massive castle playground and it looks like loads of fun. It wasn't there when I was a kid, but anytime I walk through the park, it looks like everybody is just having a great time on that huge castle.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Why specifically 6? Why does he keep referencing 6?
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Okay. Have a look at... Hey, this... Oh, it's Carla's house, of course, with the bridge. That makes sense.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
You did? So we can finally go into Carla's house, potentially.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Authenticity is our watchword and our pledge. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Conrad, the museum curator. So that's the person we saw talking to the voodoo lady earlier down by the Scum Bar. Is that a piece of... Yeah, the whole map.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of
It is.
Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Tell me again about the map?
That's 1/4 of the original...
Yeah, interesting. What's a gear doing in a pirate museum?
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
I suppose it's always night on Melee Island, so it's better to just keep it at whatever it is at. A hunk of slag.
This melted lump of metal.
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid.
Ah.
It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had to
spoiler alert.
them all the way from the Scum Bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
That's brilliant. So they had to give a spoiler, a late spoiler alert in case you didn't want to know how to do the puzzle in the Secret of Monkey Island.
Tell me again about the mug.
It was found in the Melee jail many years...
It was just one...
No, I'm pretty sure...
You should think of...
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course.
Tell me again about the mug.
It was found...
What did he say? No, it was just one pirate. I'm pretty sure it was 20. You should think about hiring a research assistant. Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern. Okay, fair enough. Will he say anything different about the gear?
Tell me again about the...
It's from the Melee...
No. Parrot.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. Wouldn't eat it.
Thieves, mostly.
Thieves.
Oh. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Ah.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten.
Oh, look, an oar. That oar looks familiar.
Nice oar.
The one with the coffin. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I would think you'd care more about accuracy. What kind of museum is this?
Museum of Pirate Lore. Did you miss the sign on the way in?
I love it.
Tell me again about the coffin?
It was used by a...
That's brilliant. So a lot of these are obviously just pieces from Guybrush's previous adventures, really, in a sense. Make a joke about the hook.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here.
Where is he now? Where is Meat Hook now? That's what I want to know.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Francis Drake. Isn't Francis Drake the character, well, the captain, is it from like the Spanish times? Francis Drake, is that it? And yeah, isn't that the Uncharted series? Is that like that's like a cross-back reference from the Uncharted series? Because of course, if you weren't aware, I'm sure everybody watching this video is well aware of the Uncharted 4 Monkey Island 2 reference, where Guybrush is one of the pirate leaders in Uncharted 4. Is that supposed to be a reference back in the opposite direction? Which I think is cool if it is.
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank.
The Golden Hind.
Autographed by Francis Drake himself.
It must be. Brilliant.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Martin while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me.
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Brilliant. Hardly museum worthy.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Oh, that's a way of dying.
Again about the lady with the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous... She used to hide a spare... Sadly.
Is that on the wall? Yeah. That's the... that's the wanted poster for Kate Capsize.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there.
They're all Guybrush's crimes.
I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much
Spoiler alert.
number one on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Sure.
Tell me again about...
That is the...
Yeah, cool. That's really cool. Read the plaque.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Okay. Well, this is what I need to get in order to have a disguise, I presume.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
Okay.
Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to supposedly...
Quietly opened the display case.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's a serial number, which I will get shortly, but let's try open it.
The display case is locked.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at it.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Ah. So do I need something to blow it up even further?
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Okay. What about the knife? Can I open it with a knife?
I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking.
Fair enough. Will I knife the bird? Will Guybrush become an absolute psychopath? A storeroom. Ah! Nothing and a box of crackers. Pretty storeroom though. That's cracker mix.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required. It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
So the cracker mix has made a return. I wonder how many or if any of these locations were in the original. That's the note LeChuck left when he kidnapped Elaine.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
I like that idea of a character and location, just like a person who is not at all like knows nothing about Guybrush, not at all impressed. And poor old Guybrush then just has to deal with his lack of awareness. Right, go on to the deep dark forest where I'm sure I'll get lost. Carnivorous plant.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
The same piece of music as well. That's really cool. Purple flowers.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel, or alliums, or clematis.
Yeah, I wonder because like here we are now.
Ew.
Mushrooms. He hates mushrooms because they look like they're in hell.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel.
Like I wonder if I follow, as I said, the directions, will it lead me to somewhere special?
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Warning. The dark... A classic specimen of Alata... I'm hopelessly lost without...
Doesn't matter where I go, do I need the map in order to unlock the right direction?
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Yeah, I probably do. Okay, well, oh cool, I can, that's really cool. I can actually very quickly move around the world. I don't have to go to, I can go to specific places within town, like the high street. Ah, yes. That's very cool. So what do I actually have? Cracker mix.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Yeah.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot
Business
diet.
card, a sponge.
It's good for relieving stress.
Shrunken head. Maybe the shrunken head will be the mop. Hard to know. So make a mop. Seize the ship and yeah, okay. I need to make a mop. How am I gonna make a mop? Well,
Hello.
It's the forgiveness frog is what I need to do really for Carla to get a book, right?
End of the plank.
My mother's.
Let's talk to Locksmith.
Again.
Yeah.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Okay. 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 There's another cracker up there. And loads of crackers down there. Can I take some crackers now?
I'd like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Hands off the crackers. Okay. Well, let's talk to Stan. We were back to his place. And we couldn't get in. So maybe he might...
The only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Maybe he'll have something else to add now.
Hello there, son.
Yeah, look.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Yuck.
See you later.
Yep.
Okay, well, Stan's happy enough to stay right there.
Aww.
No.
This is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Okay, well, I can try the forgiveness frog on Carla again. Okay, right on the forgiveness frog. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. She's kind of all of these things. I admire.
I admire that you are hard on softness.
It is Port Elizabeth, right?
Shown by your action, please accept my...
Yeah, I promise to do better, maybe?
I promise to do better in the future.
I tried the other one the last time, and she said there was just one thing. Oh yeah, I should have just handed her the frog.
Can we try the frog again?
Alright, let's see what she says this time.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
I'm just not sure what I can do better for you, Carla.
I should let you get back to...
Yes, you should.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Does the poster at the front of the island have any information that might be useful? Docks.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Tough on toughness. Okay, right. We'll try tough on toughness, so. Guybrush absolutely sprinting across the island. Okay, right. You're tough on toughness.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
Okay. Dear Carla.
Carla.
Sorry about the book.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
I realize
that you are tough on toughness.
By your actions at Port Elizabeth. I don't know why I'm saying Port Elizabeth, but I thought I heard it earlier in the game.
By your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology.
Yeah.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Will this work? Enter the frog.
This is for you.
Dear Carla,
Will this work?
I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Okay, right. So that's the frog gone.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Which book do I want? I don't know why I'm drawn to the at the end of the plank. Voodoo tricks you can do at home. Treasure maps. And John Laney. Come on, take John Laney.
All right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Okay. Son?
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Okay, let's have a look at this book, so.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Thanks a lot.
Right, okay.
Thanks for returning my book. Maybe you have learned to be responsible. Next time you can just put it in the bookshelf yourself.
Okay. Nice to know. Right, let's see about the ship contact.
This book?
Fine, fine.
The ship-to-ship combat.
It's stupid Captain Madison's book. It's stupid Captain Madison's book.
Do I need it for anything?
Thanks for returning my book.
Can I borrow this book?
Fine.
I have the book.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Are any of these books needed? The treasure maps?
Can I borrow?
Fine.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island.
Are these books completely pointless? Quite possibly. I think of all of them, I should take the end of the plank.
Can I borrow this book?
Fine, fine.
I suppose it's possible that it might do something. Like, could I steal the book at the locksmith's and replace it? Like, look out, it's a three-headed monkey.
Like an eye.
Yeah, what is with it?
Hello.
What is with all the graffiti? Can I give it to her? No. Is there anything down here? No. What about Wally's? Is there anything going on in there? Oh look, another monocle.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Ah, I do actually have two. Maybe I can use the two together so on the lock. What was the lock that I was looking at that had really small writing?
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Brilliant. Congratulate myself about the double monocle.
Good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
Where was that lock though?
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Bye.
Where am I gonna get the wood? Are sponges made of wood? No. String? No.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
Okay, where was that other lock? 'Cause there was a lock that I could look at a number. What does it say on this?
Honoring Melee Island's 20th
Yeah, Portal. That's where I heard Port Elizabeth.
for her heroic action.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I already knew that information from there. Where was the lock? Somewhere in the island. Was it in the shipyard? No. Apparently not. It was in here, wasn't it? Yes. It was in the museum. It was the lock for John Laney's eye patch. Right, let's inspect the lock. So with my double monocle.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Right, okay, we'll get the locksmith to make a lock and we'll try that. And then I think once I've tried that, I'm going to leave it there. I think we've sufficiently looked around Melee Island for the first time. We've seen enough of it. I know I'm taking my time here with the game, but
Hello.
it is my first time through, I have to say. I like that she referred to me as Mr. Brush. What we'll do is then we'll look through the trivia book.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Okay. See you later. So it looks like we're going to be doing a lot with those keys. Come to us on the morrow. Guybrush really moves, doesn't he? Much easier to get around in the game than previous games. Back to here within seconds. Okay. Delighted with himself.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things neat. That's folded perfectly.
What is going on?
That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Right, presumably I need crackers. Potentially for that bird. I'm gonna have a quick look down at the docks. Boat, is there anything down here? Le ship. Job openings. Talk to her again.
Hey, what is it?
Quartermaster. No.
Never mind.
Okay, right. Well, I think we'll return yet again to my little back alley and we'll have a look at the trivia, and I think I'll leave it there for today. And I will then return again to Monkey Island in the next episode. I know not a lot really happened here. Didn't solve very many puzzles, but I was just getting myself familiarized with the world. I picked up a few items, and we now know that we have to make a mop, so that's good. And I have cracker mix.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Yeah, I think I'm going to potentially have to make crackers, so for that particular parrot. Okay, trivia book. What does Guybrush say when landing at an island? He doesn't say anything, I don't think. I don't remember anything specific. What does Guybrush specifically dislike? Yeah, mushrooms. He always knew mushrooms were going to be in hell. Brilliant, okay. Trivia. What's the seal on Ned's accounting license? I don't know who Ned is. I can't answer that question. Right, okay, well, I think I'm going to hold on to those other trivia questions because I don't think I have the answers to any of them. I don't even think I'd be able to get the answers to any of them right now. So that's where we're going to leave it today, and I will return again. Return Monkey Island very, very soon. So, ladies and gents, thank you as always for watching, and I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Return to Monkey Island. See you again.